Good morning, Dan and Cecilia and Ron and Rob. And Neil Patrick Harris, you just mentioned, he says he does have a couple of tricks up his sleeve. Of course, he's hosted the Emmys before and the Tonys, so now it's his turn for the Oscars. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens and what he's going to do. But first, we want to remember that this is a competition of the fiercest sort.
Directors, actors, writers, and the rest of the nominees hoping they'll be summoned to the stage to accept Hollywood's highest honor. ABC's Chris Connelly joins us with more.
That's right, ferocity. This is not an Oscar Sunday filled with foregone conclusions. We've got a toss-up or two in some major categories.
This year in Best Picture, mysteries abound. And with just hours to go, the intrigue has only intensified. Once, it seemed as though Boyhood was a likely choice.
Don't worry about it.
Looks like you used the bumpers.
Earlier this year, Birdman caught a second win from the Guild Awards and has surged to the front, where most feel it still remains.
Did I do something to disrespect you? Not yet.
But the Imitation Game's been strongly promoted.
If you speak a word of what I'm about to show you, you will be executed for high treason.
American Sniper's blown up at the box office.
He's got RKG Russian grenades. You saying to the kid?
You say a woman and a kid, your call.
And the overlooking of its director, Ava DuVernay, has some saying Selma has a chance at an Argo-style slingshot victory.
Give us the vote!
Without question, 3 of the top categories have favorites. Julianne Moore's peerless performance in Still Alice as a professor with early onset Alzheimer's has made her the Best Actress frontrunner.
I need to talk to you. I got something wrong with me.
As a music teacher, hell-bent on perfection from his students, Whiplash's J.K. Simmons sears the screen with vicious invective, giving us a peek at the beating heart beneath the bluster.
Why do you suppose I just hurled a chair at your head, Neiman?
I don't know.
He's the supporting actor fave.
Start counting.
And for supporting actress, there's Patricia Arquette in Boyhood.
Put the barrier!
Giving a performance that spans 12 years.
Have you been partying?
A little bit.
Oh.
Best Actor could have had 10 worthy nominees. 2 are viewed as co-favorites. Birdman's Michael Keaton, Oscar's 63-year-old comeback kid, and The Theory of Everything's 33-year-old Eddie Redmayne, with his total transformation into the real-life role of physicist Stephen Hawking. Is there the chance of a surprise from American Sniper's Bradley Cooper or the Imitation Game's Benedict Cumberbatch? You bet there is. Good reasons to stay on the edge of your seat as Sunday night beckons.
I'm not.
All right, so it is time to chat a little bit with Chris about some of his Oscar picks.
Yeah, let's start with Best Picture. There's a lot of talk that it's between Birdman and Boyhood.
I think it's really tight, but I think it's going to be Birdman. I think we've seen, given its performance at the Guilds, it's just seemed to have more loyalty in the Academy voter department than Boyhood does, which is another great movie.
Best Actor, you talk about tough competition. I got to go with Bradley Cooper. Who do you like?
Flip a coin. I still think it's between Eddie Redmayne and Michael Keaton. A lot of people say it's going to be Redmayne.
It's gotta
Fantastic
be
performance.
Redmayne.
I still think it's going to be Michael Keaton. A great comeback story, a guy that people really loved through the 80s, and he's back in a big way in this year.
None of those guys have won an Oscar, so it'll be interesting to see who does.
It'd be nice and it'd be great if Michael Keaton could take it for that reason alone. But Best Actress.
Best Actress has got to be Julianne Moore. I mean, everybody's thought that she would win this award for a long time. It's a staggering performance.
Yes, it is.
Note perfect every step of the way, and she deserves it. She's had a lot of great performances. It's a great role, and it's her time.
Yeah,
and that's what Oscar loves.
I watched it last night. It was Still Alice, and I was weeping. This is the 5th time she's been nominated. It would be great to see her finally give that acceptance speech. And finally, we've been talking about supporting actor, but really, J.K. Simmons.
I think it's J.K. Simmons. I mean, he's won everything. I mean, he's got to buy like a new trophy case for all the things that he's won.
He is ridiculous in this role.
You're frightened of him.
I'm actually nervous to see him.
He won't?
And I'm going to do the tempo. No, nope.
You know,
Not on my tempo.
You know
Not
that
on my
his
tempo.
daughter
Whiplash.
is a drummer.
Oh,
his
she
daughter
is.
literally is a drummer. And he says, you know, I say, how good is she? He says, she'll get better with more practice.
Oh my gosh, I'm petrified.
All right. Well, you heard his picks here first, but so much intrigue for tonight. Dan, I know you have some picks of your own, so I want to hear about those a little bit later, too.
Yeah, you don't want to hear my picks because they're so desperately uninformed compared to Chris. But thank you, guys.